guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had a wonderful day. Today's video is my TBR for March. So yeah, we're just going to get into it. So the first one I want to talk about is The Hidden, which is the third and final book in the Hollow series by Jessica Verde. So yeah, this is the final book and I really want to get it read and kind of done so that then I can move on to a new series. But yeah, I'm not going to read you the back or tell you anything about it because obviously it is the final instalment. So I might give some stuff away if you haven't read it and are planning on reading it. But basically the series follows Abby, who she finds out that her friend died and she's kind of coming to grips with that, and she meets someone who kind of throws her whole world as she knows it up into the air. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, there's that one. And then the other one I wanted to talk about is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 7th book, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 6th, 7th if you count Assassin's Blade, which we haven't read yet. But I am buddy reading these with my lovely friend Nikki, and we are giving ourselves 2 months to read each one because both of us are kind of struggling at the moment with reading and big books are not my forte. So yes, I will be reading this one throughout March and April. So I might mention it again a bit later, but yeah, it's here. But this book follows Cole, or however you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it Cole, and it's kind of his story within the series. So yeah, there's that one. Right, now, because I already have one book, The Hidden, which is part of a series that I'm finishing, obviously, and I already have Tower of Dawn, which I'm reading for 2 months, I'm only going to be picking 4 books out of my TBR mug. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm really hoping for a couple of them, and I don't know if I'm going to get them or not. There's the first one. But we'll see. I can keep my fingers crossed. There's that one. I think, no, that one. And then finally, this one. That's the one we're going for. Right, so let's open them up and see what we got. So I've got Paige Toon's Chasing Daisy. I don't know if you can see that. That is absolutely fine by me. I love myself a bit of Paige Toon. Next up, I have Anne Cleeve's The Moth Catcher. I actually think these might be part of a series as I'm saying this, and I'm pretty sure this one isn't meant to be in this tub. But what I will do is I will just figure out if The Moth Catcher is the next one I need to read in the Vera series, and if it is, then I will obviously read it. If it's not, then I will just pick the one out that is the first one, or the next one rather, but I'm pretty sure The Moth Catcher is the next one I need to read. So there's that. Nicholas Sparks, The Last Song. I don't know if you can see that. I have all his books, so that's why I put some in this, is because I really need to get on and actually read some. And then Carrie Hope Fletcher's In the Time We Lost. Right, so I'm going to grab those and then I will come back and talk to you. None of those were the books I was hoping to get. So yeah, that's a bit sad. The ones I was hoping to get were The Society for Soulless Girls by Laura Stephen. I was hoping for House of Hollow as well, I'm not going to lie. And yeah, I think that might have been it actually. There's actually not many standalone books left. I've realised that I've actually given myself an awful lot of series that have taken up a lot of the spaces of the 50. So yeah, I need to really crack on with getting the series done because we are running out of standalone books. But I think once I have finished the Hollow series, what I'm going to do is for the first month that the first book is picked, I will just read the first one. And then if I'm enjoying the series, the next time I will put 2 books into the month. And then hopefully I can kind of crack down on getting them read as soon as possible. But yes, I will grab those books and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I had a little look, and The Moth Catcher is not the next one in the series. The next one is Harbour Street. So I'm going to read this one first and put The Moth Catcher back into the pot, and then we can come back to it because I didn't realise I'd put those in that mug. But I mean, you can read them without having to follow along, but there are little hints as to other things that have been happening that I feel I would prefer to read them as they were written, so that if there is a flow, then I'm with the flow. But yeah, so this is Harbour Street, and it's a Vera book. And it just says, in Newcastle, Detective Joe Ashworth and his daughter Jessie travel home on the busy metro. The train is stopped unexpectedly, and Jessie sees that one woman doesn't leave with the other passengers. Margaret Krowski has been fatally stabbed. No one saw the murder take place. How could this be when the train was packed? Searching for a lead, DI Vera Stanhope heads to the quiet Northumberland town of Marlow to investigate. She can feel in her bones that the local residents know that they are no no more than they are letting on. A killer is among them. Just days later, a second woman is murdered. Retracing the victim's final steps, Vera finds herself searching deep into the hidden past of this seemingly innocent neighborhood. Led by clues that keep revolving around one street. Why are the residents of Harbour Street so reluctant to speak? So yes, that is the next one I plan on reading. I've actually really enjoyed reading the Vera series, but I don't know if they're a series that I would like pick up continuously. So that's why the last 3 books are in here, because I really want to just get them read. My mum hasn't read them yet, so I am hoping to pass them all on to her if she wants them. Yeah, so there is Harbour Street. Next up, I have Carrie Hope Fletcher's In the Time We Lost. It's such a pretty cover. Where is it? It's got like pink. Do we call it spine? We call it spine. Yeah, so I read her Winter's Snow book. I think it's Winter's Snow. No, that's the little one. I can't remember. I read one of hers and I absolutely loved it, and I sobbed when it ended. So I'm quite excited to see how this one kind of turns out. But it says, Luna Lark used to love her name, but that was before people started saying it differently. I'm so sorry, Luna. Are you all right, Luna? Everything will be okay, Luna. Luna doesn't want pity. What she wants is a fresh start. Somewhere she can make headway on her next novel, mend her broken heart, and most importantly, keep herself to herself. For that, Luna needs the most remote place she can find. Ondingside, a magical little island off the wild coast of Scotland. And when the town is cut off by a freak July snowstorm on her first night, it feels like fate. But Luna soon realizes that being a newcomer in a small town might not be the best way to blend in. People are curious about her. Handsome, kind coffee shop owner Beau, in particular. Will history repeat itself, or will they have a future? Yes, I'm all here for a lovey-dovey romance. So there's that one. Next up is The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. This one is a film with Miley Cyrus, and I do want to watch it. I think it's also Liam Hemsworth, maybe? I can't tell. It looks like his face, but I can't tell. So yes, I do really want to watch the film, but I didn't want to watch the film until I've read the book. And it just says, 17-year-old Veronica Ronnie Miller's life was turned upside down when her parents divorced and her father moved from New York to Wilmington, North Carolina. Since then, she has remained angry and alienated from her parents until her mother decides she should spend the summer with her father. Ronnie's father, a former concert pianist and teacher, is living a quiet life in the beach town, immersed in creating a work of art that will become the centerpiece of a local church. What unfolds is an unforgettable story about love, first love, and the love between parents and children that demonstrates the many ways that relationships can break our hearts and heal them. So yeah, I really like Nicholas Sparks' writing. It's very cozy. There's obviously ups and downs and there's sad points, but it is one of those books you can just curl up and read. So yeah, I'm glad that one's in there. It's time to finally get to it. And then finally, we have Chase and Daisy by Paige Toon. This, I believe, is actually one of her first ones, if not the first one. Ooh, not sure, actually. Maybe it's Lucy in the Sky that's the first one. But yes, so we have Chase and Daisy, and it says, you don't have to worry about me. I have no intention of getting my heart broken again. Of course I'm lying. I feel like Will is chipping a little piece of it away day by day, and it's killing me. Daisy Rogers is in love, and that's no good thing. It's not just that her famous ex is neither out of sight nor out of mind, but that the man of her dreams, William Trust, has a girlfriend, a childhood sweetheart no less. And as a Formula One racing driver, he puts his life at risk every day he goes to work. From Melbourne to Monte Carlo and Sao Paulo to Singapore, Daisy and her best friend Holly travel the world as hospitality girls on the Grand Prix scene, but with more secrets between them than Paris Hilton has shoes. Life promises to be nothing short of a whirlwind. Okay, so this one links back to a book I read not that long ago. I'm trying to think which one it was. But there's a book on, oh yeah, The Longest Holiday. So I read that last month, maybe, or the month before. And that talks about a William Trust who's a Formula One driver. So I'm assuming it's before the book The Longest Holiday. Well, it is because that's when she wrote it, but it's obviously directly linked, which I didn't know. So yeah, that's quite exciting. So I'm assuming we're obviously going to find out some bits there that might also link a little bit to The Longest Holiday. We shall see. But yeah, so they are the books I have chosen. Oh, so as I said, we've got Chasing Daisy, The Last Song, In the Time We Lost, Harbour Street, Tower of Dawn, and The Hidden. So yes, we have, how many is that? One, two, so that's 6 books altogether, which is quite a lot for me at the moment. But as I am reading Tower of Dawn over 2 months, I think it's okay because it takes my kind of total down to like 5.5, which is pretty good. But I am really wanting to get back into my reading, and I am finding it a little bit tricky at the moment. And March is a really busy month for me. But we're just going to wing it. We're going to see what happens. We're going to try our best and just go with the flow. But yeah, if you've read any of these books and you want to let me know your thoughts without spoilers, then I would love to hear them in the comment section down below. If you want any more information about any of these and I can help, then I will try my best. But yeah, that's everything for me. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.